Hey there! Time for another exciting trip to the production portal. Curious about how mountains of flour, sugar, and butter transform into those delicious cookies everyone adores? Well, today's adventure takes us right into the heart of a cookie factory. Buckle up, because this backstage journey uncovers some real cookie magic. And, to be honest, the surprises in store are too good to miss. Ready to dive in? Let's talk about what goes into cookies and how they're made, whether you're in the kitchen or on a much larger scale in a factory. At home, these sweet treats start with the basics: flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and of course, chocolate chips. But in a factory, everything is supersized to match the demand for these irresistible snacks. Instead of small bags of flour or sticks of butter, factories use silos holding thousands of pounds of flour and massive tanks filled with creamy butter, all prepared and ready to mix into the dough. Even the vanilla flavoring, which adds that warm, sweet undertone, comes from enormous tanks to ensure every single batch has the same signature taste. Every ingredient is sourced from specific, high-quality suppliers to maintain consistent flavor and texture. Take the chocolate chips, for example. These aren't just any chips. They're specially designed to hold their shape during baking, so you get the perfect little burst of chocolate in every bite. Factories may even use superfine sugar or custom blends to achieve just the right level of sweetness and a perfectly smooth texture. Precision is everything in cookie production, and high-tech machinery ensures every ingredient is measured down to the tiniest fraction of a gram. This level of accuracy avoids any unintended changes in tastes or texture and keeps every cookie just as delicious as the last. Depending on the recipe, factories might add extra ingredients to elevate the flavor, like specialty salts, a dash of cinnamon, or even unique flavor extracts like caramel or almond. These little touches are what make certain cookies stand out on store shelves. The mixing process is also carefully controlled to make sure the dough has the right consistency, which will ultimately determine the cookie's texture, whether it is soft and chewy or crisp and crumbly. Once the dough is ready, it moves into the next stage: shaping and baking. Advanced machinery cuts or drops the dough into uniform shapes, ensuring every cookie looks the same, whether it's a classic round shape or something more creative. The baking process is also meticulously timed, with ovens calibrated to the exact temperature needed to create that golden brown finish. Some factories even go a step further by cooling the cookies in a controlled environment before packaging to maintain their freshness and prevent breakage during transit. Making cookies on this scale isn't just about whipping up a quick snack. It's about crafting a perfect treat that will taste the same every single time you open the bag. From the choice of ingredients to the precise mixing and baking processes, every step is designed for consistency and quality. The next time you enjoy a cookie, think about the incredible amount of care, technology, and attention to detail that went into making it. Fascinating, isn't it? Let's get into the fascinating world of the mixing process, where the perfect cookie dough begins. This isn't your typical home baking experience. Huge, industrial-grade mixers take the spotlight, capable of handling thousands of pounds of dough at once. Picture a mixing bowl the size of a hot tub. These powerful machines ensure every ingredient is combined with precision to create the ideal dough. But mixing isn't just about power. Advanced technology plays a key role here. These mixers are equipped with sensors, timers, and monitoring systems that keep an eye on everything: dough consistency, temperature, and more. For example, if the dough gets too warm, it can affect the final cookie. Factories know that consistency is crucial. Dough that's too dry may fall apart, while dough that's too wet can spread during baking and lose its shape. To prevent this, rigorous checks are in place, from visual inspections to moisture analysis. The goal is to achieve the perfect dough consistency every time. Some factories even have taste test panels sampling the dough during mixing to ensure the flavor is just right before moving forward. It takes a dedicated team and precise technology to make sure every batch of cookie dough meets the highest standards, ensuring the final cookies are as delicious as you expect. Now comes the moment when the cookie dough finally takes shape. It's a satisfying and precise process. In factories equipped with advanced machinery like cookie extruders and rotary molders, the dough is expertly handled. Extruders portion the dough with incredible accuracy, shaping it into perfectly sized pieces. Much like those viral videos of flawless frosting drizzles or dough slicing to perfection, but on a much larger scale. Meanwhile, rotary molders craft the dough into fun designs, from hearts and stars to festive shapes like Christmas trees. These machines are designed with great care to ensure every cookie in a batch is identical to the millimeter. This isn't just for aesthetics, it's practical too. Uniform size and thickness means cookies bake evenly, avoiding issues like undercooked or overbaked treats. The process doesn't stop there. These machines include sensors and cameras that monitor the dough as it's shaped, flagging any issues like air bubbles or uneven distribution of chocolate chips. It's like a built-in quality control system for each cookie. Imagine a steady flow of perfectly shaped dough moving smoothly on conveyor belts, efficient, precise, and oddly satisfying to watch. Let's delve into the heart of cookie making, the baking process. This is where the dough transforms into those sweet, delicious treats we all love. Once shaped and prepared, the dough moves along conveyor belts towards massive tunnel ovens. These ovens, as long as a basketball court, are equipped with advanced technology to carefully control the baking process. Inside the ovens, precision is key. The temperature has to be just right. Too hot and the cookies will burn. Too cool and they come out underbaked. Monitoring devices track both temperature and baking time down to the second. This precise control ensures the cookies emerge with a golden crust and a soft, moist interior. But baking isn't just about texture. Heat also works its magic on the sugar in the dough, causing caramelization. This process gives the cookies their rich, sugary aroma and a hint of crispiness around the edges. And the smell? The warm, sweet scent of freshly baked cookies fills the factory and makes the entire process even more rewarding. Despite all the high-tech machinery, the factory is far from lifeless. The hum of machines, the gentle heat of the ovens, and the soft sound of cookies lining up on the conveyor belts create a calm, rhythmic environment. It's almost like a well-timed performance, with the final act being perfectly baked cookies, delicious, aromatic, and impossible to resist. The cookies you love don't go straight into their packaging as soon as they come out of the oven. First, they need to cool. After baking, the cookies travel on conveyor belts into cooling tunnels designed to bring them down to the ideal temperature. Powerful airflows, similar to giant fans, circulate chilled air to prevent the cookies from crumbling or going soft. This cooling process is precise. Overheated cookies during packaging could trap moisture and ruin their texture. Next comes quality control. every cookie is inspected to ensure it meets high standards. High-tech cameras and scanners check their size, shape, and color, while workers on the line look for burnt edges, cracks, or uneven chocolate chip distribution. Cookies that don't meet the factory's strict requirements are removed. In some factories, sensors even measure weight to guarantee consistency in every bite. Why all this attention to detail? It's simple. When you grab a cookie off the shelf, it should deliver a perfect experience every time. The careful cooling and quality checks ensure you get just that, a flawless cookie with every bite. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what cookie perfection is all about? All right, let's talk about the final step in the journey, packaging. This is where technology really shows off. Imagine golden cookies zooming down conveyor belts at lightning speed. Advanced machines handle the sorting, stacking them neatly into trays or slipping them into packages in no time. With automated sensors and robots on the job, every cookie lands perfectly in its place. No crumbs out of line. It's a mix of speed and precision that's seriously impressive. But it's not just about moving fast. Packaging has one main goal: keeping your cookies fresh. Airtight seals lock out moisture and air, so when you finally rip open the package, you're met with that fresh from the oven flavor. Whether you like your cookies soft, chewy, or crunchy, they stay just the way you want them, even after sitting on the shelf for a bit. And here's the bonus: most packaging materials are recyclable or sustainable these days, so you could enjoy your cookies without feeling guilty about the planet. Cool, right? Oh, and get this: some factories can package over 1,000 cookies per minute. That's enough to feed a whole neighborhood before you've even finished your morning coffee. It's this kind of efficiency that makes sure these cookies arrive at your table fresh and delicious as possible. Pretty magical, don't you think? And there you have it, the awesome journey of cookie making in factories. From giant mixing bowls to super fast packaging lines, every step adds the deliciousness of the cookies you love. If you found this interesting, go ahead and hit the like button. Want to keep up on our latest content? Subscribe to Production Portal. Oh, and don't forget to drop a comment sharing your favorite cookie. Thanks for watching, and can't wait to catch you next time.